why should I give a damn?
This woman was saying, like, I can't believe men actually ask for their engagement rings back. It was clowning men. It was a post that we got to get the actual post up there.
It came from the Ben Simmons. If you remember, with some weeks back, Ben Simmons had like an $800,000 engagement ring he gave to a chick he liked, and he asked for it back and ended up getting it back. And in the post, you're saying the girls basically make it seem like niggas was broke. Because I remember after I see like it's gonna get pawned anyways. What's the point?
Yeah.
That's why I think the outrage kind of came like, okay, that kind of seems a little broke bitches.
Yeah, I'm gonna say who really broke then.
Right. Now, before we go into this, I got to say this. Fellas, stop allowing women to brainwash you by using broke and gay as a way to fucking manipulate you into doing what they want to do. Because women do that a lot now. The second you doing some shit they don't want you to do and they want to manipulate you into doing what they want you to do, all of a sudden you broke and you gay. Meanwhile, how come you can't pay for your own shit, bitch? Bitch, I'm broke. You know, how and it's funny because y'all the biggest gay and LGBT allies be the women. The women, anytime there's some LGBT movements going on, the women be right there fighting with them. But the second they want to talk down on you, what they do? Oh, he's gay. So how the hell y'all allies, but the second y'all want to talk down on somebody, they gay? How the hell y'all feminists, but the second y'all talk down on a man, he's acting like a what?
A bitch.
We going right for the blow.
Y'all going for the blow, but at the same time, y'all going against y'all own.
We're going too low.
Y'all going against y'all own purpose. Y'all going against y'all own fight.
Ironically, if y'all blew more, then you wouldn't have to go for the blow. Suck more dick and have less insults, and you'll be okay.
Yeah, really.
Never met a bitch who likes to suck dick that has issues. So shout out to them.
Well, Niecy Nash did so.
Niecy Nash, but shout out to her.
my
She's
girl.
sucking plastic now.
Shit.
So shout out to her.
She's
But
sucking something.
let's get back to it.
She's married.
I want to know, ladies and gentlemen, is it a force? Because like we said, Ben Simmons recently asked for his engagement ring back. The engagement didn't go as planned. He probably spent some bands on the ring.
800,000 bands.
Is it a force? I want to know what these new couples are feeling. Should a man be obligated to get his ring back
ask
if
Bree-
the
I like-
the engagement doesn't
we
go
should
right?
ask
Like
Bree that.
Breezy, you dating a man? He gives you this. Let's say he gives you this $500,000 ring. You fucking with a rich nigga like a Ben Simmons was. $250,000 ring. Fact. Shit don't work out. You got the ring still, whatever. Then out of nowhere, 3-4 months later, he's like, okay, I'm gonna need that ring back. Is that broke boy activity, or should that just be expected that if it doesn't work out, I should give him the ring back?
I don't blame her for trying to get the money from the ring.
But I'm saying, do you think that's broke boy activity for the guy to want his ring back though? Like even fuck Ben Simmons, a regular guy, get you a nice ring that he saved up for. He want the shit back.
How long were they together? That matters.
A year, like they was engaged for like a year. A year.
I think he should have gave her the value that she was worth. I mean,
What's
that's
the
his fault.
value?
I think he has to take an L.
So basically, you're saying so basically, your
Wait,
stance
wait,
is
wait,
Wait, what?
Wait, hold on.
I'm
The
trying to get
value
this.
of what she was worth. What
Because
does that mean?
if you want your money back from an $800,000 ring, you shouldn't have gave her that much of a ring if you didn't feel like she was worth it.
okay. So I can
You need to
understand
take
that.
your L.
That is the other. But that is the other side of it. Is be careful who you
man.
giving these $1 million
I mean,
rings
and you
to,
did
know?
that after only a year of dating. Like maybe you should have started off with the $250K.
Now,
Maybe he
it's
should have got
and
her
see if she
ass
was
$1,000 ring and went from there to see if she was loyal.
The only time I give the guy some pass when it comes to that is, let's say if it was like your daddy ring and he passed it down to his dad, like a family heirloom type of ring.
Right.
You can't, but
That's
you
different.
shouldn't just get that to a random chick.
You
though.
True.
can just add a couple more
But you might
diamonds
think
around
she
it,
the one,
incorporate it
though.
in the
Like,
final
when you
piece.
propose to a woman, that's big type shit. So motherfuckers understand, like, you actually propose
These
to her.
Instagram
like,
hoes will do that to you.
Like,
though.
But I
you
think
getting down
that-
on your knee asking her to marry you type shit. Like,
But
it's
the thing
deeper
about
than the
it
ring
is,
type shit.
marriage has been belittled so much in our culture. Like I said, you had fucking Lala hoe ass. Where last time I checked,
she's on an anti-marriage like cruise like tour right now.
Well, that's
It's not
because
gonna work for her.
last time I
It's not
checked,
gonna
she
work.
was
It's too
getting
late for
flipped by some other rich married couple. Who was it? Well, I believe it was like Alicia Keys and
Swiss Beats?
Swiss Beats was flipping Lala.
What?
So, yeah, that was the word on the street that they all fuck like, you know. But you know how rich
Everybody, I know you be
heard it
watching.
here first.
And he
I
be
got
watching Angela Yee show in the
And
morning.
Shout out Angela Yee. Shout out to all the people with the T. Shout out Jason Lee. Shout out to all the Lees.
Who the fuck is Jason Lee?
Yeah, so you got to get your Lee game up, Ronnie.
Oh
but
my God.
at the end of the game, I have to give a shout out to them, but I don't respect. My thing is the leading people who have the number one voices for anti-marriage are divorcees and baby mamas, and I don't like that shit. And mind you, when Lala was saying all this anti-marriage shit on Breakfast Club, she was talking to two happily married men. Yeah. So black people, I be want to say, like, this is what I like to tell people. I don't think the message we should send to our youth should be anti-marriage. But I don't think it should be pro-marriage either, because everybody's not gonna get married. I think it should be. I think it should be the same way I feel about sexuality. I don't feel like it should be forcing sexuality down their throat. But at the same time, it shouldn't be anti-anything. It should be like, look, we should be keeping their innocence and keeping them out of all this bullshit until they're grown enough to start knowing what they want, then guiding them along the way based on what they choose. Facts. Like, because at the end of the day, we can't control people.
I think if they want to bring kids in the world, marriage should be the only goal. And if it's not, then they shouldn't bring kids into the world.
Right. But at the same time, we can't force marriage on people.
Are you married, Ronnie?
No, I'm not. But I tried, but it didn't work out.
We need to be raising our kids to be married. I feel like my mom raised me to be a wife. Like, we need to be raising our men to be husbands. We need to be raising our men and our sons to be providers.
But I think
we raising them to be, the man of the house.
But that's a double-edged sword, though, because I'll say this. I'm pro-marriage, right? But I also think that when you force marriage on the young people, like when you make it the standard, it's just like college. You make that the standard, then people feel pressured, and then they're more likely to settle for somebody that they really shouldn't have. Whereas we should be preaching more of happiness and preaching loving each other more than just marriage. Like, let's preach companionship. Let's preach the bare minimum of loving each other.
Companionship, then you might get to Zaya Wade. You're not specifying.
Oh my God!
I'm just saying.
I mean, I can't argue with you there, Breeze. I can't argue with you there. But at the end of the day, but see, going back to the Zaya Wade stuff, a lot of time the kids emulate what they see. Kids emulate what they absorb. Now, if you're in a situation with a family where you got somebody like a D Wade, who basketball player, never really at home, always has to be on the go. Pro athletes are rarely at home, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, everybody wants that pro athlete life. Everybody wants that rapper life, but these celebrities are rarely at home. Offset and Cardi B rarely get to just be with each other.
Because being rich is a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. Jay-Z and Beyonce probably rarely ever sleep in the same bed together. Like, it's a lot of work. So I don't think people realize that. So when it comes down to all this shit, you got to take all of that into consideration. Like, Ronnie, you're not married. Where are you at as far as the whole married wave? Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing? Are you a la Ronnie? Because I'm generally curious as where single people today, where their mindset is on marriage. Because I have to say, like, as a married person, when I listen to single people now, 75 to 80% of what I hear is negative.
I think people going into relationships and dealing with people with negative mindsets and all that shit. I believe in marriage. I think, especially for black people should be married. It's the best way to financial security and all different types of things, especially if you want to bring kids into the world. Like, it's a lot of people that want to have kids and they don't talk marriage, and I don't agree with that.
But what about the argument, Ronnie, of you don't need to be married to have kids?
Of course you don't. That's common sense, but you should be married, like, to raise a healthy family type.
Why
shit.
Though?
Because the kids need to see both parents. They need to see both dynamics in the house.
We can't do that without a marriage certificate, Ronnie? We can't just be shacking up and doing it. Like the old people say, shacking up. Old school reference. Shout out to y'all. You can't just be out here just in a relationship with a family. Like, what's stopping people from doing that?
You definitely can.
You can, but it's definitely harder for one. Like, the best decision is to do it the right way out the gate. I mean, that's... and if it didn't work, then you gotta be real with your situation and be honest about that.
There's a lot of people that's actually shacking up and doing it the right way.
It's a lot of
as
good
long as
people
there's two parents in the household, two healthy, loving parents. Right. No abuse, none of that extra shit.
But even that still is harder because you still got two different ideologies, you still got two different schedules, two different.
Yeah, but you need two fucking people.
Like,
are y'all speaking from?
Look,
are y'all speaking from people who not in these situations? I don't be rude, but none of y'all not in these situations y'all preaching about.
Exactly, but that's how you know. I'm telling you, as a single parent, I need the help.
I wasn't even trying to clown y'all, but I'm like, y'all, it is.
There's somebody missing. There's a role missing. I'm working for two.
Exactly.
So
there's things that
is like a dating app. For
you
y'all,
know,
man. Y'all putting out.
No, we just saying like that's how it's supposed to be.
No, that's facts. Though.
No,
That's
and
When
I
you
think
got
that's what
kids,
makes
like,
them
they-
qualified.
That's how it was
Qualified.
always supposed to be.
That's
That's
what
true.
makes them qualified to answer the question. I feel like only because for people who don't have that situation, see, people that are married or in relationship, we can sometimes
To
overlook.
be fair,
the
I don't
benefits.
either. I have a girlfriend, but we're not married to have kids. So for all
But
intents
you've
and
been with her
purposes,
how long,
kids,
Colin?
Neither of y'all
I-
got kids, so
I
y'all
know,
can, you know,
You've
y'all
been with
can
her
work
for
towards
years.
marriage or dating.
I
If
know,
I
that's what
have
I'm
a
saying.
kid,
Yeah.
then both y'all lives gonna become extremely more complicated.
Of course,
But
yeah,
that's
yeah.
why I like to talk
Yeah,
about
I agree
relationship
with that.
stuff with single people, because when you're in a relationship, a lot of stuff has become so automatic that you kind of take for granted or don't even think about the amount of help you get
Oh, yeah,
from another individual,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's just you become one with a person for real. Like, it just becomes automatic. They need something, I got it. You need something, I got it. It's just automatic. Whereas somebody who is single, they can tell you, I need this, I need that, or I wish I had this. Why? Because it's not there. They have to work for that. They have to
The
grind for a
most
lot
annoying part is everything has to be calculated.
Do y'all wish I got married before I have kids? Before I had kids?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, getting deep.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I
therapy
was in
session.
I wish I was in a relationship.
Because I don't even think the
I
marriage.
wish it would have worked out with my child's father. You know,
It'd be easier.
He
but
might be watching this with a little twinkle in his
I'm
eye.
never gonna be watching it, but
But
I
was just-
wish it would have worked out because it would have been so much easier.
And nigga finna pull up
I
like
mean,
a motherfucker tomorrow.
relationship-wise-
Somebody gonna hear this. He gonna pull up Tuesday,
I
Wednesday.
had to throw this in a clip.
Relationship wise,
Tag
not
him.
shit. Father shit. You know, he's a great dad when he's doing his dad shit. You know, like we used to have good times. So I'm like, it just sucked that it didn't work out, but it would have been so much easier. That's all. I mean, just like they said, you don't realize the help that you get, how y'all have each other's back. You know,
A
Because
lot of ladies don't
you
realize
gotta
that
do
now
pick
because
up
the
and
world
drop
tell them they
off.
could do
Not,
it by
he's
themselves
picking them
and all
up on
that
the way
shit.
home.
And they
Like,
believe that shit, so they
see,
roll
the
with
reason
it.
why I wanted to have this conversation, especially stemming off the Lala Breakfast Club shit, when she was saying, because she was saying on the Breakfast Club that she doesn't think marriage is a goal for most people now. And my thing is, Lala, you're right when it comes to black people. Black people don't see it. Because I don't hear any other cultures or any other people saying this. Now, I'm not saying that the results aren't the same. I'm not saying that these cultures have perfect marriages either. No culture has perfect marriages. Everybody's marriages is up and down. But what I am saying is, anytime I see this anti-marriage, anti-family, anti-shit, it's mostly coming from us, black people. So when Lala gets on Breakfast Club talking about some, I don't see that, well, what do you mean you don't see that? But then again, you hanging with the Kardashians and all this other shit. Y'all just want black babies.
But she
and then
was,
y'all go
but she
on.
was married and got cheated on. She got did wrong. Maybe her.
She got
Married
did
the
wrong.
worst type of man.
Neil
I
Long
love
too. They got did
basketball
wrong.
player.
Their views gonna be a little different.
What was Neil Long?
Anybody in
And a
that-
month later, Neil Long's getting along, stroked by Omarion. So she's still team black. Fuck with her. Shout out Neil Long.
Yeah, we need to
I don't
watch
want to hear.
these
Like I said,
people. Shout out
Lala.
Neil Long.
I don't want to hear about these bitter motherfuckers. And I guess I'll say this for everybody: stop letting the bitter baby mamas who got did wrong dictate how you feel about relationships. Because
true.
bitter baby mamas and bitter baby daddies, or baby daddies who only got to do their job a weekend but mad because they don't get respected like a full father, those are the loudest motherfuckers in social media.
That's true.
People who are in these fucked up situations who have to make the best of it. And I don't want to judge nobody for their situation. I don't know everybody. I just hope everybody can take care of their kids. Nobody should be kept away from their kids as long as, you know, they're a safe and loving father or mother. They shouldn't be kept away from their kids. But all these bitter people try to normalize their situation.
If you
And
can't wait for
unfortunately,
your kids, you can fight for your kids. So that's
True.
That's not really an excuse either.
But what I'm saying is most people nowadays want to normalize their situation so they don't feel fucked up about their situation. And what I'm noticing is a lot of people's situation is they're on their third, fourth baby daddy or their third, fourth, fifth man, and they can't get it right because today's generation just can't get it right. So instead of just understanding that the dating pool is fucked up, they'd rather say, well, we're just meant to be these people who just fuck everybody and just not be
the
committed.
dating pool not really fucked up. They fucked up, and this is the type of people that attract. And this the type
That's
of
the dating
people they
pool. It's
choose.
them.
Yeah, it's them type shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like people gotta understand. Like it's not you. It's not meant for us to just live these horror, fuck everybody lives and just live selfishly forever. Like we're in our 20s. That's not meant to. Like they try to make it seem like that's living the life. It's not. A lot of those people end up old, bitter, and nobody likes them. I know a lot of old motherfuckers right now who was the old players, fucking everything moving in their 20s, having fun. Now they 50, 60. Kids can't stand them. Baby mamas can't stand them. Nobody likes them. And you're not cute. And that little six pack is saggy now. So you're not getting the same love and bitches you was that could survive on before. So all I'm saying is the point of having a family is because families go beyond this little phase you're going through right now. A lot of these people that are saying, oh, I don't want to get married or I don't need this, I don't need that, is because they're still in thirst trap phase where they can still post ass and titties and everybody's going to come after them, where they can still trick money on chicks and they're going to come after them. But let me tell you, when that gets old,
can you put my Cash App under mine?
right? When that gets old and the shit gets and the shit is different and you get washed up and you're slower and you're not with the times no more and you're sick and you're tired, you don't have the patience anymore, guess what? Guess who's going to be there? Guess who everybody else? Guess where I'm going to be at? I'll be somewhere with my family.
Yeah.
Somewhere kicking it.
You did it the right way type shit.
No,
that's what more people should do. That's what they should promote. Like they should promote black love.
But it's never too
black
late.
union type shit. Like
it's
they
never too
promote
late.
the ratchet lifestyle. I mean,
What if you like snow bunnies though?
Hey,
I mean,
I told you, Colin. I already told you my stance on that when it comes to white women. I'm pro white women for my niggas if they continue to have families with black women and it doesn't work out or they don't, or black women. Because I know niggas who want to have these families, want these black women, but black women either don't fuck with them or the black women they fuck with,
they didn't step they
all of them just start like
That's
fuck
true.
them.
They didn't step they
So then they
game
meet
up.
this
They
white
doing
chick.
something wrong.
No. Then they meet this white chick. White chick is family oriented. Now all of a sudden they're just this happy family man.
Them white hoes be cheating too.
I'm not saying one's better than the other. I'm saying one cheat more than the other. But I'm saying a family man wants a family, Ronnie. And at the end of the day, if our culture doesn't push families, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
More people are going to get pushed outside of our culture, which
Depends
means
on how old they are,
interracial.
too.
That's
Yep.
the popular lifestyle.
How hard is
the
it?
popular culture, the rap culture, they promote that, so we got to get away from that.
How easy is it, as you're a single man, how easy it is for you right now to find a single woman in your age that's pro-family, that wants to sit down somewhere and have a family? Is that easy, Ronnie?
Not for him because he got kids.
But I'm saying,
it's not
I'm just not trying to be
That's
rude.
true.
That nigga got
Not
mad
easy.
kids. No, I mean he a great dad, but
but even if he didn't have kids, I mean,
If
Eric,
I
you remember girls
if
was
I
saying
didn't
I don't
have
want a nigga with a
kids,
kid
yeah.
since we was
Like,
teenagers, and that was
that's
rare.
The fact that I'm active, I get
Yeah, you're gonna
good
get points
points,
for
but that's still not enough. You feel
But
me?
you kind of get treated like a thought, like they smash bar, they staying around and playing their mom role.
Sometimes, yeah.
You gotta have
I don't like
also
that,
you
bro.
gotta have good kids too. A lot of motherfuckers got bad kids.
That
Your
plays a
kid's
factor.
good. Brie, your kid good, but it's a lot. It's some bad kids where I'm looking like I just know like friends, family members. I'm like, no one's gonna be with you just off the strength of your kid bad as a bitch, and it's
Yeah.
too late now. You done babied them for 7-8 years.
Yeah.
Mama's boy. What man or even what woman gonna come in and want to kind of have to compete with that?
That's a deal breaker because at the end of the day, it's like I can't beat them like I want to because it's not my kid. Like, as a man coming into that situation, if you got
Yeah,
a
that's
bad
always
kid,
the thing,
I'm
too.
limited
Yeah.
in how I can really treat him because I got to win him over too
Yeah.
because he's part of the deal. So I got to
Yeah.
win him over. But if he's bad, I literally have to win over an asshole that I can't control or beat. So it's like I'm in a lose-lose situation.
There's
So-
no bigger cock block than like a kid that don't like you.
Yeah.
You ain't getting nothing with his mama,
Yeah,
and
if the
she ain't
kid
gonna give you
don't like
nothing.
you. That kind of be the thing too. Like you got to see if your kids like the person. If
So
they
I guess
don't,
the
then
lesson
it's-
is, ladies, make sure you don't got no badass kids. Discipline your kids because shit that limits your man getting abilities.
That's true.
When you got a badass
Men
kid.
too, shit.
No,
Men
for the
too.
guys too. Yeah.
But it's a
Active.
little.
Make sure she bad. Make sure she not crazy. Make sure she like kids. That shit. Because the moment the kid get the no, see the problem is a lot of people ignore the kids. They be with the person, and that's when the crazy shit start happening.
But it's
So,
different for men though, because from what I see, women are way more open to dating a man with kids than women and men are to dating a woman
Because
with
men don't
kids.
give a fuck about a woman being a good mother like that. That don't move them. Type
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
Because if she wet, she wet. Niggas don't care about that.
That's what
Niggas don't
do.
care if you Casey Anthony. She's still getting
Right.
fucked.
Cause let me
Shit.
tell you like this: if you're a baby daddy and you got multiple baby mamas, but you take care of them, and women see you take care of
get
them,
points for that.
you're getting pussy out the ass. Like women are throwing the draws like a
Pussy
fucking
out the ass.
like a 06 Pretty Ricky concert. Like
I just seen Spectacular going crazy.
You're getting points.
He got
so-
4 kids, but he take care of all of them.
Exactly, because now
He go
it's
shopping
crazy
for
how
him every week he pick them all up from school.
that's why, and I be wondering like how come these dudes with like 8 kids get all the girls? That's because they look at the other baby mamas,
Hey, listen.
and if the other baby mamas look like they taking care of them, I'm like, I could get on that team.
As long as you hard working and shit, and they can see it, that's all that matters.
Really, the
Shit.
truth is, if they see even another girl acting a plumb fool over you, that's advertising. I never had baby mamas, but I've had some crazy instances where I've seen like, oh, she going crazy over this nigga. I want to see what that's about. Women are the most slimiest, curious cats in the world.
Well, that- you wanna know why?
They're attracted to the drama because you got to think, if you're getting no bitches, no action, no one is really paying attention.
Because what I discovered by eavesdropping on women's conversations all the time at work, what I discovered is good D is very rare, whereas good pussy is just damn near 90% of pussy is good pussy.
Pussy is good. Shit.
95% of pussy is good pussy.
that's a good average.
Pussy is like
drink
water.
milk,
It is.
Pussy is
Like,
good.
it's
95% of pussy is good pussy as far as that. Whereas like out of dick, like 30 to 40% is dick that they really like.
fucked up,
So
lady.
Those are
it's
very
like
good numbers.
so
30 to 40.
so like I realize and this is
Really, you
this is me eavesdropping. This is what I realize with women.
Right now.
If a woman fucks 10 niggas, maybe 4 out of the 10 niggas really fucked her how she really wanted to be fucked.
Yeah.
So when they get a nigga that can fuck them how they want to be fucked, or at least make
Every
them come,
time.
they're addicted. Like they're like, oh, I got. It's like for niggas to explain. Just imagine you got like 4 weed men, but those other 4 niggas, they shit is mid, whatever. But it's that one nigga who got the kush.
That's actually normally how it is.
You're hitting him up like, hey, bro, you
for the
got
same
that?
for the same price.
pissed
You
when
got
you gotta
that
go
for
to
the
the
same
second
price.
level weed man.
So you're hitting that nigga up like, hey, bro, can I get a 7? Can I get it? Because you know he got some shit, and that's how it is. Like when it comes to women and dick, they're more like how we are with barbers and drug dealers. Like when we get a good lining, we get a good 3.5 for a good price. We're going to that nigga every time. That's why they get a little more dick whipped, because there's a limit. There's a 40 to 30% limit on good dick, where there's a 99% rate on good pussy.
I ain't gonna
But
say
that's why I tell
99.
women.
Nah, ain't no 99, bro.
Well, what?
99.
Describe
Yeah,
bad pussy,
Eric's
Ronnie.
washed.
Bad
Describe
pussy.
bad pussy,
All right,
Ronnie.
It's boring. It's like eating a sandwich with no salt
Is
on
it
it.
the
It's
pussy
just-
or the girl?
No, I'm not talking about performance though, Ronnie. Now,
Hey,
you
the
got
pussy
to
be
separate performance. Separate performance.
But he
'cause
telling you performance, though.
No, I'm saying
You don't
performance.
get that way.
It's a lot of
What I'm
Draymond.
saying is, what I'm saying is just the takeaway performance, because that's a whole nother. Then we got to get into a whole nother conversation. I'm talking about just
Performance is a part of the pussy.
Yeah,
When's the
it's-
last
it's
time-
the
They
sex
both start
overall.
with
You
P.
get judged by the
It's the
entire
same shit.
performance.
what I'm
like,
saying. When you go in,
From
what
the
are you
greeting-
feeling? Have you ever went
from
in
the
and something
greeting
that's
at
been
the door.
properly moisturized? Properly moisturized.
But he
Have
said-
you ever
but he
went
said
in and be
something-
like, I'm good.
Definitely, time to hit the button real quick. Yeah.
So you didn't win in some pussy and be like, I don't like how this feel. You done did it.
It's
Okay.
just unentertaining. It's like, nah.
I'm a trust a nigga with kids. He no
What's
schmuck. So
understanding?
Colin, have you been in some pussy before that's been properly moisturized? I'm like, oh, I don't like this feeling. I'm good.
when you say perfectly moisturized, not really. You might not like. No, I was young. I might not like the smell.
That's different. Yeah, but that's
But
a
the
separate
performance.
That's a
No,
separate-
I don't. I see. The thing is, your real question is what's good or bad. Vagina. I don't be that
Right.
vulgar. That's the question, and it goes vary for each guy. I think it's really the woman, because if she's attracted to you, it's slip and slide no matter what. Other than that, and some women are trash. Even if they lay there like a corpse, it's hitting how it's supposed
That's
to
what
hit.
I
That,
don't
but
like.
that's why I wanted to
That's what turned me
differentiate.
off.
So
Like,
maybe the
you
girls
like,
ain't really
just-
fuck with
But
you.
no, but that's
Maybe
why I
she
wanted to
didn't shit,
differentiate good pussy and
Shit,
good performance,
nah.
Colin, Ron, because.
Some shits be lazy in the bed.
But let's
That's-
just be honest. But
that's
Ronnie,
true,
you
but if it's wet, I just swim in that bitch. You
But I'm
just,
s- that's- and that's
you
what
a
I'm
wading
saying.
pool. I'm just damn.
like Ronnie,
I need.
you saying all of this, but if Beyonce just lay there boring, but she wet though, you finna tear that up.
It's Beyonce though.
But I'm saying
Them
you gonna
bitches ain't
turn.
Beyonce,
But that's
bro.
what I'm saying. That means the performance. If the pussy's good, the
It
pussy's
varies-
good. Whether the performance is
Varies
good
on
or
the
not.
looks. Varies on the looks.
So the other shit, that's other factors. I'm just talking about pussy itself.
I be
If
needing a little
Beyonce
more
is sitting
shit.
there
I need to see
and
what you
it's
can do with
wet,
some shit.
you're gonna make it
And the
work.
body. And the body.